Welcome back to the basement. We're going to start where we finished last week by welding up the exhaust, painting it, getting it all together and on the bike. Then we're going to move into disassembling the current rear wheel and building it back up with new spokes, new rim, truing it and getting both wheels ready for their new tyres on Tuesday. And then we'll be focused on next week getting the final bits together, a test ride, test the camera, get everything ready. 2 weeks till race day, let's get into it. Okay, now there's a point in two-stroke expansion chambers that is prone to cracking because of the weight of the muffler, right where the cone joins the stinger here. So it's always good to reinforce it, and you can see my old reinforcing rod there. That is now gone, so I'm a bit short on scrap steel, but I have some big nails, so this should do the trick. So I'll quickly sand off the galv coating, heat it up, bend it in, and then you can get a nice long weld along it, which gives it a good contact area and just gives it a heap of strength and spreads that load out. So yeah, that'll do the trick. Way too much. Front wheel's done and showing about 0.6mm run out on the dial gauge, so I think we're going to call it there. Happy with that, and move on to the rear. Now I no longer have any use for these spokes, and they're not in great condition, and neither is the rim, so we're going to do this the quick way. One times hub. Now this is a great time to give the middle part a good clean before we put it back together. Oh shit. Oh, another dedication to the God of Speed. Okay, I will give it a quick blast in my homemade vapor blasting cabinet. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see much on the camera. I can barely see anything doing it, but we'll give it a go. Okay, time for some spokes. 1.5 millimeters. Again, I'm happy with that. We'll just see if we can tidy it up a little bit. Now for the precision I'm wanting, it's actually better to look at this little needle here that shows millimeters rather than the dial gauge going crazy. Then it shows yes that we're about 1.2 millimeters of runoff, which is pretty good. I'll be happy with anything under 2. Now we'll just torque them up, and spokes done. One last thing with custom spoke kits, it's quite common to have the spokes not a perfect length. If you have a look, see here, they're just protruding about 3.5 threads. I seem to have gotten, looks like a certain spoke long, which is our outside on the larger side, so it's long every time. So I'm just going to have to cut those off, and I think the best way to do that is going to be the Dremel with the little grinding disc. So we'll give that a go. Okay, I think this is going to work. I really don't want to cut the rim, so we're going to take it really slow. We're going to call it there for this week. Again, didn't get quite as much as I wanted to get done, but that's okay, that happens. Tomorrow I'm going to the bike store. I've ordered in 2 new race tyres, one for the rear here and one for our new front. So that will be good, which means that next week we can put everything back together, finish off the engine with sort of little things like oil pump, electrics, wheels on, new front brake setup, and then we'll be looking to go for a test ride. I also want to test the camera on the bike to make sure that works well before we go racing, and essentially do a full test run, make sure we're ready to go. 2 weeks till racing. Let's go.